Going viral and stuff, like I think that with me a little bit just because like my video went super viral, like 20 million on Instagram. So when let's say I get a video that goes like 300,000, which is great, I'm like, it's not a million. I'm like in my head, which is good because it always wants me to be better. Like, I have no balance. I'm like very black or white. I'm like, it's either I'm putting 100 in or nothing in. And, like that's actually me up a couple times because like with music, like I've gotten so like obsessive, like locked myself in my room. Like I remember when I was living with my parents, my dad was like, Cammy, come eat. Like, you've been up there for like hours. Like, when people come and see me live, they'll be like, oh, I get it now. Like, she actually could play drums. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, they all think that you're just full of shit?
Everyone thinks, like, literally, when I went on tour, they were like, I didn't think you could actually play like that. I'm like, what do you think I'm doing?
Yo, what's up? Welcome to I'm Not Sick, But I'm Not Well. Today, my guest is Kehoe. She's an incredible songwriter, artist, drummer. She makes, her music is amazing. If you haven't listened to her music or heard it, please go check it out. We have a song coming out together called Safe House that drops March 28th with all the proceeds from the song going to fund victims of the wildfires that happened in LA just in January, a couple months ago. So without further ado, welcome Kehoe. What's up?
What's up?
How's it going? I'm telling you, this is like super casual. It's not anything like,
yeah, no,
you don't have to worry about sounding or looking that cool. But okay. I mean, you kind of just like do that regardless. So
thanks.
It's totally fine. The song, we can start just by talking about the song.
Yeah. If
you want. I mean, it was pretty crazy how the whole thing kind of came about to begin with.
It was nuts. I was in LA. I had just moved to LA a year ago. So
from Vegas, though.
From Vegas, yeah. Because I lived in Vegas for 4 years, from 16 to 20.
Where were you at before Vegas?
California.
Like in Southern California?
Yeah, like the Valley.
Oh, okay.
Like California. Yeah, like LA. A little
so
bit.
You were there and then came here like with your family?
Yeah.
And then you were just like, I got to get back?
Well, a little background. I was in a band with my sisters growing up from 6 to 16. We were in like a rock band. And we lived in Florida and my parents moved us out to California when I was 8 because they were like, let's get you guys signed and like do the whole thing.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wait, so you moved a lot?
Yeah, a little bit. I was born in Missouri though.
Okay. Okay, so.
Wait, let me start over a little bit. So like, I was born in Missouri.
Okay.
But I don't remember it. I was just born there. And then I moved to Florida when I was 3. And then I lived in Florida from 3 to 8.
Where in Florida?
Jupiter.
Where is Jupiter?
I don't fucking know.
You don't know? Is it like, because dude, Florida is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Because there's parts of Florida that feel like you're in farm country.
Yeah.
And then there's parts, obviously, it's like Miami, it's the beach. There's like a big spectrum of Florida.
I haven't been in forever, so.
Coastal or not?
I have no idea.
But you were in a band.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, and your parents were like, y'all are fucking sick?
Well, yeah. They like got us instruments. Like, you know, when you're kids, like your parents get you like toy instruments and stuff. And so they got me a drum set when I was 3. And I was on it every morning. And I would like put on headphones with like nothing plugged in. And I would just like play it. And so my sisters started playing instruments. And then we like formed a little band. They gave us like music lessons when I was like 6. And then we like really wanted to be in a band. So then we did it. And then.
Were you oldest? Youngest?
I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest?
And we're all 1 year apart. So I was 6, 7, and 8. That's what it was like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did drums.
My sister Kayla did guitar. And then my sister Kirsten played piano, bass, and she sang.
Okay. So you weren't singing then at all? You
I was
didn't know
backup
vocals?
vocal. Yeah, but I was writing everything.
So you wrote, sister sang.
Mm-hmm. Well, we all wrote, but writing was like my favorite.
Do you have like old?
I'm not playing that ever.
You seriously?
No, I do have stuff. Like,
would you ever drop it? Would you ever do like a remix?
So. We were so little, like, and like we were like the Jonas Brothers, but
what were the songs about? What was your
It was
content?
like all good messages. Like that's like we were like trying to like help the world and like have like really good messages and like be edgy and rock, but rock was like not in back then.
Yeah,
it was like pop and rap, and we were like going against like it just wasn't working.
It's funny because I was talking to someone. I remember like 10 years ago. It's like you don't put guitars in your music. Like rock was so dead. Kind of like where it feels like rap is right now. Feels like
really?
rap.
I kind of feel you, but I do think it's still very much in rap.
I mean, rap is also a spectrum.
Yeah, okay.
There's a certain style of rap that's deader, that's really dead.
Sure,
it's like lyrical rap
Yeah.
is kind of like dead.
Okay. I see that. I see that.
There's, melodic hip hop that still like goes off and like mainstream, but that's in a way it feels a little almost more pop.
Yeah, I agree.
As far as like actual rap, it doesn't feel like it's at the height it was. But it feels like it's where rock was like 10 years ago. And it was like it was corny. Like I remember when Creed was a joke. Like I remember when Creed was sick and then Creed was a joke. And now Creed is like selling out arenas again. Yeah. So it's so crazy how everything is so cyclical and comes back around eventually. And it's like, as long as you just kind of stick to your guns for long enough, eventually it'll come back around. Yeah. Do you remember any of the song names? You don't remember any song names?
For my band?
Yeah.
So we only released our pop stuff. So when I was like 16 or like 15, we switched to pop music. So because it like wasn't in. So then I didn't like that because I was like, there's no drums. Like this like
it's all programmed.
Yeah, it just felt very weird. But so the only stuff we actually ever released was our pop stuff. Okay. But we had like a whole album of rock stuff. But I was like
unreleased?
I think I was like 11 or 12. And I tracked all the drums. It sounds fucking good. But it's just like very like it's a little cheesy. Obviously, like we're kids and like we were like singing like whatever. But it's pretty good. And like it's just really classic rock. So it just didn't hit.
Is that where you learn like just like even the structure of songwriting?
Yeah.
Like, did you understand before that? Obviously.
When I was 6, my parents gave us like put us in music lessons, and there was this instructor who like taught us how to write songs.
No shit.
That was like my favorite part.
That's cool to see the foresight, like even in your kids.
My parents are like my biggest supporters. Like my dad's like my #1 fan, and like they'll do like anything.
Are they artistic or anything like that? Not even.
Not at all. They can't sing, nothing, write nothing, but like.
But are they like music lovers?
Yeah, they love music. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I grew up around a bunch of like music, and so like when me and my band broke up, I literally did every other genre after that. Okay. Because I was just trying to find my sound, so I did like I have a whole R&B album I'm sitting on.
Well, yeah, you can look at your discography and you can see that there's different iterations and all very you, and like substance is really kind of similar, but it seems like, at least like now, it seems like you're really coming into
I think rock
your own where you're supposed to be.
Rock like fits better. I made a pop album which was tight, like had a little bit of rock in it, but I would like play it live and I was like, fuck, this shit is not like hitting hard enough. Like I want to sweat, and like it just wasn't like energetic enough for me. And I'd also go up stage with like a leather jacket and I looked like I made rock music, and everyone was like, oh, you make rock? And I'm like, no.
Yeah, so no, listen to this.
It was like, it was just meant to be. So
there's an interesting thing too. Once you start playing live, I think once you start playing live, it can make your music change, especially if you care about playing live, which a lot of artists nowadays kind of don't, it seems like.
I love playing live. That's like my favorite thing to do.
I do too.
Yeah.
And so your music changes because you understand what it's like to play a show, and you're like, okay, I want this is going to hit live, and I want to have something that has energy when you're playing it live. Yeah. Because dude, there's times you'll make songs, and then when you're playing live, you're like, damn, I love this song so much, but I don't know how to make it work live. And that's like heartbreaking. Yeah. It's the worst.
But you have those songs, like those are like the good album songs people can like listen to and like feel, and like obviously you have like your hype songs and like your sad songs and like all that. So it's like good to have a mix, because if you just have all like crazy like hype songs, like I don't know.
Well, it doesn't even all have to be hype. There can be slower songs, but there's even some hype songs where I'm just like, yeah, it's just, I don't know if it's like the BPM this is at or like where, but something just doesn't mesh. The energy just like is not in it for some reason.
I feel that.
But maybe I just haven't like tried to figure it out.
Yeah, I feel.
Because there's some you have to like play 4 or 5 times. And you're like, okay, that's how this song works live. I have to do this or that or something else. But
sometimes I like change up my songs live too. So like,
we ever speed up or slow down or change keys?
Yeah, change keys I've done before. Like on tour, I think I changed the key to Sorry, but no one knew.
No?
Yeah, that's a high
especially
note.
if you're like, if you have songs that are taxing on your voice.
Such a high note.
Yeah.
And they were like, everyone's like, you could hit that shit. I'm like, I can, but not every night. So I'm like, I'm going to lower the key. Yeah, but no one knew it. Like, no one knew that I changed it. But
so you moved to LA to get your band signed when you were a kid. Did you guys get signed?
Fuck no.
No?
No, we tried. I mean, it was crazy. Like, this is like the heartbreaking part of it. Like, I love them. They're my sisters. They're still like my best friends. But it was super discouraging for us because like we were so diehard for music, and like we didn't even go to like school full time. We only went to school like for 3 periods, and then the other 3 periods we'd go home and practice for 3 hours.
Damn.
And like we were just like I think I played the Whiskey at Go-Go when I was like 10. And the owner, I don't think she's there anymore, but she like loved us, and so I played there like 5 times, and we just wanted like that old school way to get signed. Like someone walks in the bar and they're like, "Oh, look at these girls!" Like, but it wasn't like that anymore. Like the times were so different. It was like I remember like standing outside like trying to sell our tickets, and we're like these 10-year-olds that are like in front of the Whiskey Go-Go. All these like biker guys were like, "Okay, like we'll come see you." Like that's cool. Like it was just I don't know. There was like 2 times we almost got signed, but this A&R, he said he was from Atlantic or something, but low-key I think it was bullshit.
Or kind of like hindsight, it's probably better that we didn't.
I think so. I think like we were also so young, and like I'm super thankful for the band. Obviously, I'm still doing music, so
yeah.
But yeah, it was just really discouraging. A lot of ups and downs. Like people would say, "Oh yeah, like you guys are so dope. Like we want to sign you, or like we want to make a TV show about you guys, blah blah all this stuff," and then it would be like nothing. And then my sister turned 18, and she was like, "Okay, guys, we're not making money." Like,
yeah, I'm out.
You know, so yeah, I think it was mutual, all of us kind of, but it was definitely heartbreaking. My dad was super heartbroken. So,
is he stoked now though?
Yeah, he's stoked. He's
For
super
sure.
proud of me. Yeah, but I remember when we did break up, he was just like so devastated. Started selling all the equipment, and like not even a month later, I think I came up to him like crying, like, "Please, just like give me a piano or something. Like, could I just take the piano? I need to learn something," because I didn't know how to play like a melodic instrument. Because I can't like just write music off drums and singing. Like I was like, I'm fucked.
For sure.
So, but I kept writing songs, and I was like, I need to keep making music. There's no way. So, I asked him for the piano, and then I taught myself how to play keys. And then I just made ballads for like the first couple months. And then I wanted to produce, so like I found out what Splice was, and I just used Splice samples and like made so much music and did like every other genre, and like I just put my hours in, just did a lot of work.
Did you feel like guilty?
Yes.
Because your dad was so upset about it?
Oh, to go back to music?
No, like when your guys' band broke up when you were kids. Did you feel guilty? Because you said your dad was devastated.
He was devastated.
Was there a piece of you that was like, damn, I failed my dad?
Oh yeah, for sure. When that happened, I was like, we all put so much work into it. We'd all like stay up in music videos and go to the shows. And it was just like, we were so like diehard. So yeah, for sure. I was like, felt guilty, but also like, I felt like I lost like the biggest part of my life. Like since I was 6, like I was like, I see myself on stage. Like I don't see myself any other place. Like I didn't pay attention to school. Like I was not like cut out for anything else. Like I knew that. And so I was like, this is my plan A and I have no plan B, and this is what this has to be. So I was kind of freaking out because I was like, there's nothing for me to do. Like I don't know how to make music just by myself. But
how old were you when that happened?
16.
You know, it's so crazy. There's something that's so like such a good lesson to, I mean, I don't want to say fail, but like to go for something and not make it and feel like, oh, my life is over. What am I going to do now? At 16, when it's like, that's when, I mean, most people don't even get started. I didn't start making music until I was like 19 or 20.
Yeah.
A lot of people wait for it. So to have the experience of trying and failing and the humility of like, okay, kind of being brought down to earth and understanding the way most people are full of shit. Don't get too excited because most of the time it's never going to happen until the ink is dried. Yeah. I'm not celebrating. And even then I probably won't celebrate because I'm like, I don't feel like this is really happening.
I feel.
Or I don't deserve it or whatever it is. So to kind of have that experience at a point where you're still like, this is your time. Like that's kind of like a gift to have that experience. Cause then you can go into something and you're not jaded, but you understand and you're not going to get fucked over by people as much or talked into things.
Yeah. I have a pretty strong backbone now. And I've been through a lot, even on my like solo journey, like after the band, like there was like 2 collectives that picked me up, and like, it was just like a lot of people are so grimy and it's crazy because I'm like, you're fucking with like you're fucking with kids or people that like just want to like do music and do art, and like you're ruining like their dreams. Like I don't know, like people that like try to steal money and like that are just like weird and like that's so like so
you're
fucked
like
up.
stealing passion
it's
from
not
a
like
person.
it's not like you're like, I don't know how to compare it to anything else, but it's just like music, at least to me, is like part of my heart and like part of my soul, and like it's what like a lot of my songs are about, like my own emotions and like how I'm feeling. So they're like my babies. So like when I get like protective when like people try to fuck me over, because I'm like, yo, you're fucking with art. Like it's not even like materialistic at that point.
And it's such a pure form of love and passion, and to just go in there and try and monetize it just sucks already. Like I hate having those conversations because it takes me out of everything. But to just try and take advantage of somebody when they're in that, or play off those emotions of that, fucking sucks, man. And I get it too, especially when you do all your own stuff, because I've done everything on my own since I started. And it puts you in a place where you're like, I don't want to fuck, I'll learn how to do it myself. And that's why when I met you, I was like, oh, I see me and you. Because I used to edit all my own videos. I learned how to do After Effects to do like special effects in my own videos.
Every single video I edit. So
I used to record myself, mix my own stuff. Obviously write all my stuff myself. And it's hard to give up control to anybody because you become so guarded with all your own stuff. And there's a piece of you, or for me, I'll just speak, like, mine goes back to my childhood and shit, but mine's like, I take care of me because nobody else is going to. And if I want to get anything done, nobody's going to care like I do. And it's not going to get done right. And this is my shit. And if I fail and it's my fault, that's fine. But if I fail because I trusted you, like, I won't be able to sleep at night. So there's like this whole, that hasn't really bode well for me in like the long run, but short term, like it does, but you become like super guarded with everything that you do.
I feel that.
But that's why I know you like edited all the videos and stuff, like up until I started working with Andrew, I don't know, a year and a half ago, because I was like, dude, I don't want to do my content anymore. Like I can't, it's taking too much time.
It's a lot of work, especially when you're making art and doing other shit. Like I edit all my music videos. I've edited every single one. Every TikTok, every reel I've edited. I stayed up like, I literally, my days are like, I have a session, or I wake up, I work out, I go to my session. My sessions usually like start like 1, they end at like 8, I go home, I edit. Yeah. That's like every day.
That's what I was doing forever. And I was
and I'm just like, my eyes are burning. And I'm like, fuck, I need to go to bed. Like, but like, I totally feel you when you said no one's going to do it. No one's going to care as much as you care about it. And like, I just feel that with everything. So like, I'm sure like one day I'll find like an editor that like I fuck with and like they get it. But like,
well, there is a piece, you have to be patient and you have to understand. Well, I did, like when me and Andrew first started working, I was like, okay, we're going to have to work together a bunch for you to get what my taste is and understand what I like. And then I'm going to have to be open enough and humble enough to listen to your suggestions, because I'm not always right. And what I think isn't always best. And maybe you're right. And maybe I should try this thing or that thing. And it is better. And it's nicer to be like, hey, let's film. You take all the shit, just send it to me when it's done. And I'll know that it's as good. I mean, and now it's like it's better than I would have done, because my skill stopped when I stopped, and you know, shit moves so fast these days that
I feel it.
You have to be doing stuff. So yeah, it is. Once you can start delegating and stuff, like there has to be some sort of quality of life.
Makes sense.
Which is difficult.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know, as most of us do. That.
No, I feel it.
Like, what's your balance like?
I hate this question.
Is this a question you get all
like,
the time?
Literally, I have a balance tattoo because that was like the worst thing. I think that's one of my biggest like flaws. I think is I have no balance. I'm like very black or white. I'm like, it's either I'm putting 100 in or nothing in. Like, so that's actually fucked me up a couple times, because like with music, like I've gotten so like obsessive, like locked myself in my room. Like I remember when I was living with my parents, my dad was like, Cammy, come eat. Like, you've been up there for like hours, like the same song. I'm like trying to figure out how to mix my own music. Yeah. And like, cause I didn't trust anybody and everyone mixed it like shit. So I was literally up there for hours, same song, like for hours, just trying to mix it. My dad's like, you need to eat. Like, you haven't been down here in hours. Like, so when I was living with them, I think, and I had also just moved to Vegas. I had no friends. So, I graduated high school early. I was 16 or 17 and all I did was make music. But that's when I was going a little bit extreme, which is like cool because I put in those hours and like I feel like that's why I'm really good at writing. But I had like zero balance, and I think it made me like a little like depressed because I was like, shit kind of fucked with my head a little bit. Yeah. But music was the outlet for me, and that was like what helped me get through that. But now I have more of a balance. Like I go to the gym. That's nice because like I don't have to think. I just like listen to crazy like EDM music and Suicide Boys.
Is the gym your thing?
Yeah. Now,
Same.
right now, it's like the last like year I like fell in love with the gym. So
yeah, same. That's like my only spot that I like can kind of disconnect
same.
and just kind of be. And I've even had friends because when I'm on tour, like I have to go to the gym. Like I have to
I tried and it was so hard. I went once on tour.
Yeah.
I was so pissed. I was like, fuck.
But there's been like my DJ or someone when I first met him was just like, oh, like, why do you care about how you look? I'm like, dude, this is not about how I look at all. This is about my fucking head.
Yeah,
dude.
I feel
my
so
head
much better.
Goes crazy. I feel like I wake up with like a full tank. And it's like if I don't do something with what's in here, like it's just gonna drive me crazy.
I feel that.
And I'll be less productive when I'm writing because my head's scattered, like I can't focus. Or anything I'm doing, I have to like do one thing that just like gets the fucking energy out.
I feel that.
Or I'm like lose my shit.
And I have to work out in the mornings. I can't work out.
It has to be morning?
It doesn't have to be. I've worked out
like
at night
a
before, but yeah, mornings, like I get it out of the way and it's like I feel good the rest of the day.
Yeah, I feel that.
So, and then my energy's already depleted by the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, fuck, I have to go to the gym. But
is it when you started doing everything on your own and figuring out, how long did it take until you started working with like other songwriters or producers or anything like that? Because the thing about music that is good, and like I think maybe a lot of people don't understand, especially when you write your own stuff, like it's a lonely fucking job, dude. It's a loneliness that I think a lot of people don't understand unless you are like a writer or you just do work on your own. Like if you don't force yourself to have a social life outside of it, it is a recipe for disaster.
yeah, I feel that.
You know, especially like moving somewhere. I don't know if like when you moved to LA, if that was a huge issue. If you don't know anybody when you move somewhere.
It was a little gnarly. I moved to LA with my ex, and we had just recently broke up. But so now I'm living alone, which is crazy. So my first time actually living alone, which I actually love because I need my alone time and like, but it definitely gets lonely for sure. Like I have my moments, but I have like a really good family that like I can go see in Vegas that it's like only like a 30-minute flight or a 4-hour drive.
Yeah.
And I'm like slowly making friends out in LA, which is tight. And then all my producers are like my friends too. So that's cool.
Yeah.
It's like I'm always in session. So
Yeah, I love that.
yeah.
And then so you ended up out here. Well, we started out talking about the song and then I got so fucking sidetracked. Because you do live in LA now and LA was fucking burning to the ground.
Yeah. That shit was crazy.
So I had, I don't know, Kyle and Travis and their whole, and Curtis and their whole gang of people that were fleeing from LA that knew we have the house here and were like, can we stay at your house? I was like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Whatever, as long as you want. And so everybody's staying here and I don't know how, I don't even know how you ended up here.
I saw Kyle's story. So Kyle and me have like been mutuals.
Okay.
For my friend Jack. And I saw everyone was there and I was like, damn, I want to make music. Like, and I was like, also I want to hang out with everybody. And Kyle's my manager now, obviously, but I was also looking for a manager, so I was trying to like see if he wanted to hang out, so I could get a feel of him, a little bit. But yeah, then we came here and then wrote the song. It was cool because like I remember we were in the session and I was kind of hesitant to write about the fires just because one, it was so recent. Two, it's like obviously a sensitive like subject and like, but I think it was beautiful that we were able to make something like obviously so tragic that had happened, like turn into something like that was art and that was beautiful that people can listen to and like feel like, I don't know, like when you listen to the song, it obviously talks about like the safe house and like the fires and stuff, but I do feel like there's an underlining, like there's a universal topic you can, when you listen to it, like I felt that way about my relationship. Like, I don't know, like it touched on a couple other things, which I thought was sick. So
yeah, even when we were talking about it, I thought like that was a big thing of like, okay, let's make it about this, but something that if you listen to it a year from now,
right, it's not about that.
Or if you don't even know what happened or anything like that, you could still relate it to what actually goes on. And those are like always some of my favorite songs anyways.
It's
where
super universal.
I've even found out what a song is about and I'm like, I don't care. I know what it's about to me. And that's what actually matters.
Right.
Is what it means to me. And so making it a little more broad in certain ways, I think is like a really cool way to do it. But the fact that we were able to just all come together in that time and make one song and kind of knock it out of the park is not something that
crazy.
always kind of happens. You know, that's not the case most times, I guess.
I feel.
But I mean, you had a lot. I mean, obviously Curtis is super talented. Maddie's super talented. Travis is super talented.
Yeah.
You're super talented. And it's like you put everybody in a room.
We made it and it was so fast too. Like we thought of it so quick.
Yeah.
So I think it was just like meant to be. It was dope.
And I'm glad. I mean, if you haven't heard the song yet, I mean, I'll probably put this out right after the song drops. Probably the Monday after the song drops, so people can know that all the proceeds are going to victims of the fires and everything like that. And it was just, it's still. I think we were talking about that when we were doing the videos. Like news cycles kind of go so fast that damage is still done and people are still trying to recover from things when the rest of the world has already kind of moved on.
Yeah.
Because Elon Musk did something or some shit happened and now everybody's talking about this and forget about.
Yeah, it sucks. There's hella people that are still obviously struggling and rebuilding their homes or moving or finding new places or trying to replace stuff they can't replace. Like that shit's heartbreaking. And I remember like driving out to Vegas when the fires happened and just like the smoke and everything. I was just like crying. I was like, this is so fucked. Like it was even more fucked up. People were like starting fires and all that bullshit too.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is crazy. But the best thing that I saw about LA is that how much everyone came together. Like there was so many people that like were opening up their homes and like, especially in Sherman Oaks and in downtown LA. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, for sure. Well, when there's like devastation and shit like that, it's always like you see the true colors of a lot of people. It's like I don't know. There's hotels that are doubling and tripling their rates for people to stay because they know they can make money, and then there's people that are opening up their houses so that people can have somewhere to go because humanity is kind of more important than capitalism.
For sure.
Every once in a while, you know. But yeah, so I think it's really cool, and I'm really excited for it. And I'm just because I didn't know you before. I'd never even like heard any of your stuff before.
I think I see like when I looked at your Instagram, I was like, I've definitely seen it before on my For You page.
Well, dude, I didn't know you lived in Vegas.
Yeah,
because
I'm surprised we didn't run into each other. But
like I am, but I'm not because I don't really fuck around like in the scene like I used to. Like when I first started, especially in like the hip hop scene, I was super active and I was playing all the time and. I think I just got sick of the politics and
that's everywhere though, which is so shitty.
Shit talking and whatever, and I was like, I don't even care about this. I'm gonna go to the rest of the world and try and do my thing there. And once that happened, I just kind of fell out of love with the scene, I guess.
I get it.
I played the game for a while and was like, yeah.
I feel like I'm just now getting involved with like the LA, I don't even know how to say that. I'm meeting more people, so like I've been networking more now than ever.
Well, I mean, LA's different. Vegas is a different.
Vegas is different.
Vegas doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, Vegas has so much potential.
It has so much potential.
So many like incredible artists here, and like living here for 4 years, like I've met so many talented people. But I don't know what it is. Like I left because I felt like there was no potential here. Like unfortunately,
it's like we stifle ourselves, and I don't know.
It just feels like
why
a circle. Like everyone's doing the same thing and like continues to play the same shows and all this stuff, which is fine. I was doing that for 2 years, and I was like, okay, I'm seeing the same 5 or 30 people in the crowds every show. I can't do this anymore. Like I have to go somewhere else. Like but I always want like more, which is also probably not a good thing.
No, it is a good thing.
It's a good and bad thing. Because it's not like I feel like sometimes things aren't good enough for me. Like I don't know, that sounds horrible, but like
no, what do you mean?
Just like going viral and stuff, like I think that fucked with me a little bit just because like my video went super viral, like 20 million on Instagram. So when let's say I get a video that goes like 300,000, which is great, I'm like, it's not a million. I'm like in my head, which is good because it always wants me to be better. Like it pushes myself. But
was the 20 million enough?
That was insane. Was it? Yeah, it was crazy. That's what blew me up. Sleeping I'm Dead, that song.
But do you get like okay, cool, what's next? Do you take a second and be like, okay, this is... Honestly,
that whole situation was crazy because when that song did well, I had been been with my old management, who I feel like didn't help me captivate on that moment enough, like at all for 8 months. It was like nothing, like no new song, no like show, no nothing. Like we just let that viral moment just like sizzle, I guess, which was unfortunate. I mean, but I could post a song tomorrow and it still gets like, which is insane. I don't know why. Like the same clip, like we'll get like 1 million something views, and I'm like, everyone's like, stop posting the same song. I'm like, sorry,
like, stop watching it, and I will stop posting it. I've got the same. I've had the same thing. Like I have one like clip that every time I post it, will go crazy.
Well. Yeah, and then everyone's like, clip, is this the only song she has? And I'm like, no, but
it's like whatever it is. Like I guess it's just the song mixed with however the video is. Something about it just was the right mixture of everything that hits for some reason.
Once I got like a video that I saw doing well, I just found out what people were commenting. Like when there was like, oh, like the way she's twirling her stick, or like something with the lyrics, or like whatever. Like I just pinpointed it, and then I like redid it but better in the last video. So any video like that got viral, I would like copy it but better, and like try and figure out like what it was that they liked about it.
I mean, obviously it's working.
Yeah, no, it is.
A lot of your videos are like still crushing.
Yeah, thank you.
And but I mean, I don't think there's anything bad with one. Like once you've seen your potential of what something can do, then you're like, okay, if this only got this, like where did I go wrong? What it's like kind of just self-assessing of everything to push yourself to be better. Like that's
true.
Kind of what separates the greats from the hobbyists, I guess.
I feel that.
It's like that little piece of like, yeah, it's not good enough.
That's true, actually.
Like I'm good enough, but this wasn't good enough. And I've had times where I'm like, I'm maybe like unnecessarily hard on myself, I guess sometimes, but I do think it's that kind of separates people, especially like you're your own boss essentially. So who's gonna
which is crazy,
tell you to be better?
Yeah,
true. You're the only one who knows how good you could be when it really comes down to it.
I feel that.
And that's like when you said, I'm trying to segue into something about Warped Tour in a way, because I think that's dope, because we're both playing Warped Tour, which is really dope. Because that's what I'm saying, because I hadn't heard of you before I met you here, and that's not, it just didn't make its way to my algorithm, which sucks, because it's like, there's so much dope shit, but my algorithm is stuck. And unfortunately, my algorithm gets stuck on really shitty music because I think it's funny. Like, I watch like one. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
these fucking videos on Instagram, they're just horrible songs that are so funny.
Yeah.
And I watch like 3 of them, and now that's like, I don't get any good music on my in my algorithm.
Crazy.
It's all just shit.
Damn.
And it's funny, but I don't ever find any good music now, which is kind of trash.
Yeah.
So I need to like rework my algorithm or something.
My algorithm
like
is fucking weird. It's a bunch of just random ass shit.
What is your algorithm?
I don't even know.
What?
I don't know. Just a bunch of shit, like a bunch of like tattoos, a bunch of like drum videos. Also like just brain rot shit, just like dumb.
What's your brain rot shit?
Really dumb shit.
Like what?
Oh, dude, I don't even know. Like crazy, like stuff that probably get me canceled.
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Mine too. I think most people have that stuff that that they think is super funny, that if anybody knew.
And now Instagram shows you the fucking likes, what video you liked at the bottom. You see that shit?
No, what?
Instagram shows you like the new update or whatever. It like tells you who liked the post. Like when you're on Reels.
Yeah.
Because do you use TikTok or Reels? What are you on? Like
both.
Okay, I feel, but I'm mainly like Reels. So like when I'm scrolling, like there's a funny ass like video, I'm afraid to like it because it'll pop up for like people that'll be like, Kehoe, like this post.
Oh, I've seen where it's like
a little heart like in your profile. You know?
Oh, I do know what you're talking about
now.
Like when you're scrolling and it'll have like in the top right, like the little heart things.
Yeah, and it goes like this, where you can literally fucking look, go on other people's likes. You just press that, which is crazy.
Damn, if anyone goes on mine,
I know.
All just dog shit fucking.
Dude, it's crazy.
Who is that dude, Andrew? Who's the guy we liked on tour? What was his name? Crack 19, dude.
I don't know who that is.
I gotta show you. It's so good. That's all I get stuck in my head is really, really bad rap songs.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty sick though. But yeah, Warped Tour.
Warped Tour.
Very dope.
I'm so excited. I've never been to Warped Tour. actually.
You never went to a Warped Tour?
No, I was too young.
When did it stop?
I have no idea.
2018? Are you sure?
So,
of course you're sure.
I don't know how old I was, but I was born in 2003. If you want to do the math.
What's the math? You're 15.
I was 15?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm great at math.
Oh, period.
No,
I
I'm not.
suck. Oh.
I'm terrible at math. Okay. Great at English, horrible at math.
Right. Do you read a dictionary?
No.
Oh.
Do you read a dictionary?
No, because like, no, I don't.
She's like,
I'm
no,
only
of
saying-
course not. Why,
No.
why would I do something
Wait.
so stupid?
No, I'm only saying that because I have like a rapper friend that's like, yeah, I read the fucking dictionary so I can rap like this.
Why?
I'm like, damn. So I don't know if that's like a rapper thing. All rappers fucking read a
Read
dictionary.
the dictionary? That's
yeah, bro.
crazy.
To like get all their vocabulary, like to get it up and shit.
No, that's your lyrical miracle spiritual dudes. That's not me. I'm like, what kind of words are you using if
Yeah.
you like read the dictionary?
Right. I don't know.
Someone's
Just
like, yo,
thought that was
I read the dictionary so that I can rap. And then the rap shit is like, fuck 'em up, got these bitches on my dick. I'm like, what fucking dictionary do you read?
Right.
No, I don't read a dictionary.
Damn.
If I read anything, it would probably be a thesaurus though.
Oh.
Because that's just better
That's like
for
the same
songwriting.
thing.
No way.
What the fuck is a what say it again?
A thesaurus?
Yeah, what is that again?
Thesaurus is like, what's another word for this?
Oh, I see.
I use this in songwriting all the time.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm sick of saying battle. Or I don't want to say
Yeah.
I fought.
Yeah,
or
right,
some
right.
stupid. I'm like, this. I don't want to say this dumb word. What's another word for this?
like tussle or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tussle. Yeah, dude. Exactly. Me and my homies get in a tussle. That's what. Yeah,
Right? That's
exactly. Uh-huh. But yeah, if I read anything, it would be it. But I don't read either. So I do read. I do know how to read. I do know how to read, Cammy.
Okay, I never said you didn't. I just asked if you knew the dictionary.
Yeah.
You know?
You heard
It's
of the dictionary? Heard of it?
I'm dead.
Wait, do you read?
No, I
Do you know how to
don't.
read?
I know how to read. I do not read though.
You don't?
I listen to audiobooks.
Okay. Do you listen to audiobooks and tell people I read that book?
No.
Okay.
I would
good.
never do that. I said I
hate
listen
that.
to that book.
I hate when people do that.
I listen to it while I do cardio.
Okay.
Two things
feel
I
that.
don't like to do. So I do them at the same time.
Do you do treadmill or do you do stairs?
Stairs and treadmill. I switch.
Have you ever done a Versa climber? Do you know what these are?
Mm-mm.
It's my shit. I love it. It's
What
the
is
best.
it?
It's like a climbing machine. It's like a cardio machine, but it's like
What?
yeah, it's like basically like it's vertical, obviously. So there's like handles and then like pedals that your feet go on.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just simulating like climbing essentially. So it's like your arms and feet at the same time, but it's vertical and there's like certain resistance.
That's crazy.
But it's like you burn like 400
You
calories
can
in
see
like
your
10
whole
minutes
body too.
type
That's
thing.
it.
I'm all about as little time as possible, most efficiency. Let me get the fuck out of here
I feel
type
that.
situation. But
What gym do you go to?
I go to one over here. It's called Torture Gym.
Oh.
It's a super fucking uncool name, but it's a really
That's
sick gym.
crazy.
It's awesome.
So I go to a not as cool gym, but
You go to
Planet
24
Fitness.
in fucking North Hollywood.
Nope. Planet Fitness is the cheapest one.
Oh, dude, I was
And I
Planet
just
Fitness
love it
forever.
because there's no one there. I love it because it's like right next to my house and like no one goes there. So.
I still go to Planet Fitness. I mean, I have my Planet Fitness even when we're on tour. Like,
yeah, that's the best though because the showers and stuff and like.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you bandwagon when you toured, or what did you?
No,
or
we did
Sprinter?
Airbnbs, which I'll never do again.
Did you Sprinter though?
Yeah, Sprinter Airbnbs.
Why not Airbnb?
It's so expensive.
Yeah.
It was insane.
More than hotels?
I guess not, but like we definitely could have gotten
budgeted
less.
better?
Yes,
Okay.
like it was crazy.
Do you like on your next tour? Do you want to do like a bandwagon type situation, or
I don't
you
know
like
because I'm down to
sprinters and
thug it
hotel?
out, and I could like sleep on the fucking floor, and I don't give a fuck. Like I'm down. I just need like at least a shower.
Yeah. You know what
So-
sucks? Like I am too, but then I have to start thinking about like your crew and then they start
Yeah.
getting. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Oh, I feel.
And I'm like, all right, we'll find.
Well, next time I'm gonna roll smaller because I had my ex, my TM, my band, which I knew was fine, but it was just it felt like and my videographer, which I love him, Nick, but I would just want to roll smaller, like with my group next time.
Dude, for a long time, it was just me and my DJ. And like I would
See,
sell
that's
my
so
own merch.
tight. And that's probably so cheap.
It was, but it's a lot of because you're both driving everywhere.
Oh yeah, huh?
And
I'm not driving.
dude, I
Fuck that
when I
shit.
started touring, it was just me.
That's crazy.
And I would like drive myself, set up my merch, sell my merch,
No way.
play my set, pack my shit up, check in my hotel,
Wow.
and like run it for like
that's
I don't
very
know
impressive.
for years. And then when I got the DJ, it was like, all right, we're doing this, and then we're doing the Sprinter thing with hotels.
Yeah.
And we just did the bandwagon for the first time.
Do you have a TM?
Yeah, I do now.
Nice.
Which is you have to.
Yeah, you have to.
And now, like, the longer I've done it, now I'm like, dude, I'm not going to stay in a shitty hotel.
Yeah, I also feel that.
Because I used to be like, yeah, I'll fucking do whatever. I'll just thug it out. But now I'm just like, dude, fuck. If I'm going to be away from home, like, I have to have some sort of comfort.
I feel.
In a way. Dude, we had a tour where we had a Marriott discount, and it was the fucking greatest shit
Really?
ever.
Damn.
Like, Andrew, back me up, dude. It was amazing. Because, dude, you get Marriott for like $30.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It sucked 'cause some of the nights we were only there for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And hit the road.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, our last tour was so gnarly that I had to get a bandwagon because I think I wore my crew down so bad and everybody was so pissed and just exhausted and traumatized
Damn.
that I was like, okay, will you go on this next tour with me if I get you guys a bandwagon
Oh.
so that we can actually sleep?
Yeah, that's tight.
But then those have their own issues
I'm sure.
that are gnarly.
I'm sure.
But anyways, Warped Tour, are you stoked? I mean, you never
super
played it
excited.
before, but you know the significance of it, obviously.
Yeah, I know how important it was and like how big it was and that they stopped it. And I think it's fucking iconic. I'm playing it, which is I'm like super excited. So
Did you like getting hated on in the comments?
did I say that?
Did you like getting fucking shit bombed in the
Dude,
comments?
These people in the comments were going crazy, which is okay. But I was like, I wasn't gonna say anything because I was like, I don't respond to hate comments because I get so many sometimes, and I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Because I get so many good comments, I'm like, I'm not gonna like give those people attention and not give the good comments attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But fucking Warp, bro, was like every comment. I was like,
I saw you went in.
I'm gonna chuck these people out. Like literally, I was so mad. I was like, what? I think it said some shit like, y'all are all talking shit, but you guys haven't even seen me perform. Like, come to my set.
Yeah.
Which also, I was like, in my head, I'm like, I just want more people at my set. So I'm
Yeah.
like, come to my set. Like, also, because I'm gonna fucking blow them away. So I'm not tripping. Like me, like when I perform live, it's so much different than my Instagram. And when I should just post some like live shit, but like I just don't. It's like all the same stuff. But I feel like when I'm live, like it's really me in my element. So I think
Same.
like when people come and see me live, they'll be like, "Oh, I get it now. Like she actually could play drums." I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh, they all think that you're just full of shit?
Everyone thinks like literally when I went on tour, they were like, "I didn't think you could actually play like that." I'm like, "What do you think I'm doing?"
Even the fans?
They weren't my fans. I was opening up. But,
Oh, gotcha.
But just like people, like I've gotten that like multiple times. Like,
Yeah.
"Oh, damn, you could actually play." Like people are shocked because I get up there and I fucking like I do like solos and like people are like blown away. Also, I'm a girl drummer, so it's like more rare, I guess.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
But yeah, I mean, I saw you going in on people in the comments, and I was like, hell yeah, dude.
I just did that one little thing. I was like, okay, let's do this, and then everyone in the comments. were
Well, dude,
just like-
anybody talking shit?
I mean,
isn't
look at
even
their
going.
look
They're
at
not
their
even going.
profiles too. I'm not tripping. I'm just like, bro, y'all
Yeah.
are all like, no offense, they're just very like they're older. I'm like, which is fine, but like those are probably the people from like, I don't know, like, do you know what I mean when I'm like,
Yeah. You're a fucking boomer, dude.
yeah,
The
like
fuck
they just
are you
don't get it.
complaining about the Warped Tour lineup
Yeah.
for? Like, get a life, dude.
It's crazy. Everyone, like, it was so frustrating because not even just on my post, it was like everyone's post. Everyone's like, I didn't think it was going to be like a TikTok lineup. And I was like, pause. This is the only thing artists have right now to promote themselves is TikTok and Instagram. Like, don't hate on people for promoting their shit. We're all still musicians. Like,
Yeah.
there's obviously people that are, yes, TikTok artists and like make songs for TikTok and are very corny and like whatever. But artists are like, that's the only way we could promote our shit is Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and like all the platforms. Like, so when people like shit on you for that, I'm like, what else do you want us to do? Play live shows and not get recognized at all? Like a bunch and then just not post? Like,
Yeah. And that's what people are like, TikTok, it's a TikTok line. I'm like, dude, you're whatever band you like
yeah.
is on TikTok.
Right.
So I don't even know what the
Right.
fuck you're talking about because you don't know what you're talking about. You're just saying whatever these like terms are that you heard somewhere else.
Right.
And you're like, again, if you're angry about a Warped Tour lineup and you're like in your 40s,
And half these people aren't going. And the people that are
Get a
selling
fucking
tickets, I'm
life,
like,
dude.
good. Please sell your tickets and give it to people who want to fucking go.
Yeah.
Please sell your tickets.
It's like, you didn't even buy tickets, dude.
Yeah.
What are you talking
That
about?
shit was so
You can't get it
annoying.
off work. That's my shit. I'm like, you can't get off work, bro. Fuck you.
Man.
I have to hold back because I don't know. I think maybe like a year ago, like I really just stopped giving a fuck. And when people hate it, like I'll just go in on someone. Like I don't care.
Damn.
But I was like, I hate the fact that somebody can like personally attack the shit out of you.
Mm.
And if you respond, someone's like, yo, why would you say that? Or why would you respond?
Mm.
So that, like some dude can be like, yo, you're a like F-word rap piece of shit loser. And I'm like, yo, dude, you have kids. I hope your kid grows up and wants to do something cool with their life and realize their dad is a fucking loser. And someone's
Yeah.
like, dude, how could you call him out like as a father? I'm like, what, dude? Fuck this guy. Fuck his kid. Fuck everybody
Right.
that he knows. I don't care. I'm like done trying to make everybody happy.
Yeah. Oh, I feel
At this
that.
point, it's like if you like me or you don't, like fuck you if you don't. If you do, like let's go.
I feel it.
And I'm
See,
not gonna.
I'm a pussy though. I cannot fucking say shit like to anybody.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like if someone like, especially in person, like
Does
if
it bother
someone
you
were-
if someone like doesn't like you online or something?
No. Well, that doesn't bother me because I look at it like I have so many people that do like me, and I get so many DMs and like I get so many like, yeah, just DMs about like girls that are like, oh, like this song like changed my life, and like my song Chameleon like helped so many kids, which like blew my mind because like I didn't know like my audience is like a little like interesting because it's so like big. Like I have like 800 something followers on 800,000 followers on Instagram. And when you go to my analytics, it's like 50% female, 50% male, which is just ironic. Like usually it's like all women or all male or whatever, but it's like 50-50. The age range is they're all different. So like, I don't know necessarily who my target audience is. So I'm like trying to figure it out, but I've gotten like so many DMs about like my songs helping people with their mental health and shit. And I think that outweighs the hate comments. So like when I do see hate comments, I'm just like, you're mad for what? Like it is what it is.
Yeah.
And like if people have time to go leave a hate comment, they're obviously bored. So it's like,
Yeah.
that's fine. I don't think I've gotten anything that's really like just like fucked me up. I'm trying to think. There's probably one that probably like got me, but
I think the
can't
only
of one right
time
now.
a comment gets me is if I know it's true.
Oh, okay.
Which is why I'm so particular about like a mix or this. Like if I put out a mix, someone's like, yo, this mix sucks. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I feel you.
You know,
Okay,
I'll be like, fuck.
do you
yeah,
know
you're
like
right.
you know like fucking de-esser, you know, it's
Yeah.
like okay, I hate that whatever the fuck that is, that little plugin that people put on my vocals because it makes me
You don't
sound
like
like
a de-esser?
it makes me sound like I have a lisp. So when I
Like
sing,
they go too hard on it?
yeah, like, and I don't know why, like every song I get back, I sound like I have a fucking lisp. And so I release like my album and I get like comments like, does she have a lisp? And I'm like, no, I don't. Like I'm so
Oh, and
irritated.
then you're
'cause,
like, God damn it.
yes. And I'm like,
Yeah, so
bro,
those ones hit.
I'm telling you, like I heard it. And everyone's like, no, you don't. And I'm like, literally, I see 5 comments right now. People ask if I have a lisp, which is fine. No hate against anyone that has a lisp. That's what I'm saying. But like, I just don't have one. So when I hear it, I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah. Those are the only, I'm
Yeah,
saying, that's
so
the
I feel
only
that.
time something gets to me is if I know it's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll be like, God damn it.
Yeah. I feel that.
But
Like,
then
you could have fixed that.
I'll
or
hit him
something,
up and be like, you're right, dog. Like I'll fucking let it be known if
Yeah,
you hit
right.
me with something. I'm like, nicely done, bro. I can respect that.
Right.
I think I learned big time when I did a song for the UFC years
Oh, that's
ago.
tight.
And they wanted me to do something for, I don't remember what it was. It was like International Fight Week or something like that. And they wanted me to do a song. So I did a song and it like talked about the fight card or whatever it was and all this shit and did like a video and they posted it. And I was not prepared. I'd never like been put on any sort of platform like that and didn't understand, had no idea how to, never had anything go viral. This was like before shit was going viral all the time.
Right.
And just the amount of hate, especially like the UFC audience is like
Yeah.
toxic as fuck.
Right.
I love it. I'm a big UFC fan, but so I understand it. But I was like, damn, I don't know what's happening right now. Cause I went up like 30,000 followers, but I'm reading comments and people are just talking shit. And like one person talking shit and then another person agreeing with him and then them becoming friends. Like while fucking hating on me. I'm like, what is happening right now?
Oh fuck.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I didn't understand the way it works. And now if we put out a video and there's no hate comments, I'm like, it wasn't good enough.
That's real because like if it's good, like more people hate. Not I'm gonna say all your comments are hate comments, maybe that's not the best thing in the world. Yeah. But if you have a lot of good comments and there are hate comments, that's good.
Well, because it means you broke into a different algorithm of people. So your video is getting views and traction, and that's how you can kind of gauge. Sure. Which is a crazy thing to be like, I gauge my success by the amount of hate that I'm getting, which I guess I heard in like every rap song growing up. I just didn't understand until now.
Well, like think about it, like not even just us, because we're not like huge artists yet, but it's like fucking Chappell Row and Doechii, all these people, they're getting hate comments, and like they're obviously their ratio is different because it's like they have all these good people, right? This huge fan base, but it's like they have a huge hater fan base too. So I think the bigger you are, the bigger both of those get, which is a little scary, but it's like, and then people switch up on you so quick. I've seen so many people switch up on artists. I'm like, are you this is crazy.
As soon as they do one thing,
we're all just human. We're all just making music. Like,
one that's crazy to me is MGK. Okay. Because I feel like MGK has so many fucking haters.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, a lot.
I only see hate online. It's like majority of hate. And I'm like, why do you hate this guy so much?
Yeah. I don't know.
His music, he's got great fucking music, man.
Yeah.
And he makes cool shit. You might not like it, I guess, but why the such extreme emotion of hate?
I think it's because, well, I don't know, but like I'm just thinking like the genre he went into, like he went like more punk pop, I guess, or something.
Yeah.
And I feel like that genre, this might be a hot take. Not that it's dead. I don't think it's dead. I just think that fan base is really like diehard, like so I feel like they're haters in that fan base a little bit. Like, okay, the rock scene, like I feel like sometimes it's scary because the fans of the rock scene are very like diehard, like
purists.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So not that I don't think MGK is unauthentic. I think he's authentic, but I think that's what I see a lot. Most people say.
I have a hot take that he was part of the reason that rock is popular.
I also agree with that. I was just about to say
that. I'm like, you can hate this dude, but the reason your favorite band is now headlining arenas again is partly due to this fucking guy. Because
he made it cool again.
He went and did a rock album that was awesome when nobody gave a fuck.
Right.
And after that, everybody started doing it. And then every person was doing pop punk.
Right.
And then it went from there, and then it just started gradually getting harder and darker.
Now
Demi Lovato's doing a metal album.
Right.
Like all this kind of shit. And it's like, you can like pinpoint where it started. It's like right fucking there, dude.
No, I feel that.
You can hate as much as you want, but dude did a lot of cool shit.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy because I'm like, the dude is selling out arenas.
Right.
But if you look online, it's just everybody wants to fucking hate this dude. But there's a lot of artists that are like that.
Yeah, I feel that.
That I just don't understand. But then, I don't know, someone like Jelly Roll, and everybody just loves Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
But then even he has haters. Well, how can you fucking hate Jelly Roll?
Right.
He's the best.
Oh no. There's haters everywhere. Yeah. There's a lot of angry people. There's a lot of good people though. So I try to always like, this is gonna sound stupid, but like when I'm like driving in my car and stuff and I'm stopping at a light, I like look around and I'm like, wow, like everyone's being so good. Like we're all like following directions, like not hitting each other and like, you know what I mean?
Like the social contract.
Yeah, like sometimes I'm like proud of us as like everybody in the world. I'm like, damn, like we're doing good kind of. Like obviously there's shitty people and obviously there's shitty stuff that happens. Like I'm not saying that, but like when you look at it like very small and just like zoom out for a second, like wherever you are, you're like, wow, everyone's like they're doing their own thing. Like,
I guess that is the big piece too, because you're right. I mean, you are right. And the internet is just like a whole different world that's not even real.
Yeah, it's really not because it's so big. It's like a huge sea. Like so a video can go viral in seconds. Like that's not normal. For people to see a video that you posted like and it go viral and like 20 million people saw it. Do you know how like much 20 million people is? Like that's crazy. Like that shouldn't be like, it shouldn't be a thing. It's like terrifying. So
and it happens so often and to expect it.
Yeah.
To where now it's just like, Yeah, it's like you're playing a video game. It's
Right.
like, let me get a high score.
Right.
And it does, you don't realize, I think that's why touring is important too, to bring back to that, is because you start to just look at, I don't want to say look at your audience like numbers, but you look at the views you're getting and it's like, okay, you're competing with yourself. Like, how do I do this? Well, you're competing with yourself and everybody else is making shit. How do I make this thing go and make this thing go? And until you're playing shows and you're like, this is what it's about. The individual connection.
Yeah. Because it's
person
different.
to person.
Yeah.
And seeing the people in the flesh of like, okay, this is who I'm talking to. It's not just what's on this fucking Instagram page.
For sure.
It doesn't even feel real.
Yeah.
And that's even when you're outside, you're like, oh, shit's not as bad as I thought it was. Because I was doom scrolling and I was like, damn, the world is fucked. I went outside and I was like, everything seems fine.
Yeah. Well, there's parts of it that are fucked for sure. But like, that's what I'm saying when you start to like just look at your surroundings, like I have to like get off my phone because I get like stuck and it's like a different world in your phone, like in social media. And like, I feel like I'm always on social media because that's what I have to do. Part of my job and my career is to post on social media. But like, it's just crazy. Like, I like have to take a second and be like, okay, let me just like look at the world around me.
Unplug, like touch some grass.
No, for real.
This is like legitimately.
Yeah.
Do you do drugs? You smoke weed?
No, I used to smoke weed, not anymore.
Why?
In my last relationship, I didn't do much because my ex was sober, so I didn't really drink or smoke. And then, well, before we dated, I was smoking, and then I just moved. And low key, like I know myself, and if I'm not comfortable in my environment, I won't smoke. And not that I'm not comfortable in my house yet, I just feel like I need to get more comfortable with my surroundings.
Do you get like paranoid?
Maybe a little bit, yeah. But I actually like smoking alone rather than with people. Because I feel like
I can get that. Because being around, like
I overanalyze everyone a little too much already. Like I already do that. So when I'm high, I like super analyze them.
Yeah.
So I notice everything, and it's so bad. Like, oh, it's so bad. I notice everything.
I had my friend of mine give me the fucking, like, I never noticed you did that, and I hate that about you.
No, literally, it's so bad because I'm like, damn it, I did not want to see that.
Yeah, because now I can't forget it.
Right. And then you just fixated on it for like a little bit. Just like fuck.
Yeah, I gotta get.
There's this one time I went to a party and I was like, it was right after a show and I walked in. This guy like handed me a blunt. It's like right as I walked in, and so I smoked. I was like, okay, this is cool. This is fun. And all of a sudden, I just looked around and I was like, none of these people know who I am. I was like, I felt so weird. I was like, these people aren't my friends. These people don't give a fuck about me. And I left. I was like, literally, it was like a party for my show, like an after party. And I literally left because I was like, these people aren't here for me. Like, this is not the vibe. And I don't know. I just had like a really bad feeling, but I was also super fucking high.
I feel that. So. That's what I like. I mean, I don't smoke because I'm sober, but even like times where I thought maybe I could smoke weed again, or I've like had like, I've gotten like really bad food poisoning.
Oh shit.
And I was like, okay, I need to stop throwing it. And I'm like, dude, the only thing that's going to stop this is if I smoke some weed. And it totally works. Damn. But then I was like, and then I'm like, well, now I'm high. And I just I hate the feeling. Like I'm just, it's the same thing.
Do you get paranoid?
I don't get paranoid, but I just overthink everything. I'm like, dude, I look weird when I eat. Like weird shit. You know what I mean? Like what? Little shit where I'm like, I don't want to think this way about myself.
No, I feel that.
And so I just don't even, and everybody will be like, oh, you just have the wrong strain. That's everybody's answer. You got the wrong
there's like
strain.
500 strains and they're all fucking
dude,
crazy.
It's just, it's a little too unpredictable also.
Yeah.
You know what I do like? Contact high. I fuck with that.
What's like just getting contact high
like
with someone
if
else
I go
smoking?
on tour with like, there's this rapper Dizzy Wright. This dude smokes so much.
I know who that is.
He's dope. We were on tour and his Sprinter is just hotbox from the moment the engine turns on till it turns off.
Got it.
And so I'll just like hop in there for like 5 minutes to like say what's up. And then I'm like sick. And then I'll leave. I'm like, I feel great.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm not high, but I feel great.
Right.
Like that's a vibe. I'm like, if I could bottle that, I would probably fuck with it. But knowing me.
But you just maybe just not as intense. That's probably what. So you probably need like a lower if you're gonna smoke.
I need to just not. Like I have a very addictive personality and I know that about myself. Like if it feels good,
self-aware,
I will use it until it feels bad.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I feel.
So.
Yeah, I stopped smoking like 2 years ago. I'm not like stop. I just don't do it anymore. But because I was using it to sleep a lot because I get really bad like like nightmares and fucking like I get really bad sleep paralysis.
Dude.
Yeah, like so bad.
You get I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I would just smoke to go to sleep and it would work. And I
Okay.
wouldn't dream. I was like, damn, when I smoke, like I don't dream at all. Like I just like pass the fuck out and that's it. But I didn't like that I was smoking every night because it was bothering me that I needed it to sleep.
Yeah, you just don't want to have to need something.
Yeah, because I was
to
like,
sleep.
what if I can't smoke weed? What am I gonna do?
Yeah. I'm like that now with I like have to read to go to sleep.
You have to read?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
It's fucking weird.
That's way healthier.
Yeah, but if like I forgot my Kindle one time and I was like, oh no, how am I going to be able to go to sleep? This is terrible.
Wow, that's very healthy. I'm very proud of you.
Thanks. Thanks so much. Told you I know how to read.
No, you do.
No, I'm just staring at it. It's upside down.
That's crazy.
It's pictures. Yeah, this is great.
It's a picture book. That's
Yeah. Sleep paralysis.
Mm-hmm.
You get it like a lot. I've had it one time in my life.
It's probably all the caffeine I drink. I'm sure.
You think so?
No, I don't know why I get it. I was joking. I don't know.
Did you get it? I mean, I watched the whole document. Have you watched anything about it?
I'm too scared to look.
Okay, I watched
into
a
it.
documentary about it. And it was like one of the most terrifying things.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
It
So
was-
like, if it's when I'm actually no, it's not even just when I'm sleeping on my back. It's when I'm sleeping on my side. It just feels like I'm like in a dream, and I'm like, okay, like, oh god, it's so freaky. Like it's usually something coming towards me, like something creepy as fuck. Like
Okay,
coming
is it
towards
like
me.
you sense something in the doorway or
No,
something
like I
that?
don't see anything. My eyes are closed. Like I'm dreaming about something.
Okay.
So I'm in a dream. But
So
it's
you
like a
lucid
thing.
dreaming?
Yeah, but it's like coming closer to me and I can't get up. So when I get up, I have to like throw myself out of my sleep. Like it literally feels like I can't get up.
Okay. So that's interesting. When I had it,
I don't know if that's, is that sleep paralysis what I'm saying?
well, like yes and no.
Because it feels like something's on my chest.
Yeah.
And like once I get up, then it's like,
Sleep paralysis is basically like your brain releases a chemical that basically paralyzes your body when you sleep.
Oh,
So you don't act
yeah.
out your dreams, right?
no, literally, yeah.
So sleep paralysis is basically you're waking up,
Mm,
but the chemical is still like in your body.
mm,
So you're still paralyzed.
mm.
So when I had it when I was in rehab. I went to rehab when I was 18.
Oh.
So I had it when I was in rehab and I woke up. I couldn't move. The only thing that would move was my eyeballs.
Oh,
Like my eyes were open and I could move my eyeballs, but I couldn't talk
okay.
and I couldn't move.
Damn.
And from what most people, you can open your eyes, but that's
Yeah,
not
like a
saying
little
what
bit.
yours isn't.
I can open mine a little bit, but it's usually like I can like that at that point my dream's over and I'm trying to get myself out of bed and I
Yeah.
can't. So
And it was the most terrifying thing that's like
Yeah.
ever happened. I remember like trying to yell for like help
yeah.
and I just couldn't.
Oh, that's so bad. I hate
Talk.
it.
But most people see, I think that was the thing that this documentary was about, is that they talk to a bunch of different people who have had sleep paralysis
Mhm.
that don't know each other and anything, but they all see the same like figure
Oh, that's terrifying.
of like a guy in a hat, I think is what it is, like a tall man with a hat,
Oh, it's
like
always-
shadow figure.
It's always tall.
Is
for
it?
me.
It's for you. So
Always tall.
oh, so you have that?
It's like a little thing, like a little guy. Like it's definitely a guy, and he's tall. I don't know if he has a hat. He's definitely tall, but it's like a shadow.
no,
Oh,
for
God.
sure.
I'm sorry. You said a hat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what a lot of people, I don't know. Maybe
They
I
all
made the
saw
hat
him
thing
wear-
up. I might have made the hat thing up. I'm pretty sure it's a guy with a
I'm
hat.
dead. Okay. I don't know if he has a hat on, but
Okay. But you see
yeah, sometimes.
a figure.
Sometimes.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Not
It's
about
terrifying. My nightmares are bad. I also have crazy visions too in like dreams.
it.
Like
You
when I was
lucid dream?
no, but I like predict shit in my dreams when I was younger, especially.
Like something would happen in a dream and then would come true later on?
Yes, or like it would be happening. Like I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna try to say this story without giving too much detail because it's like a personal about my family. But I was like 8 or something, and I was dreaming, and it was about someone in my family and their kids being like abused or like thrown around in like this red room. Like I just remember it, like super specifically, the cops pulling up all this stuff, and then someone getting stabbed. Okay, this is not a
Crazy
true
dream.
story. Just kidding. No, that was honestly sad. But I woke up the next morning and my dad was gone. I was like, "Where's my dad?" And I asked my mom, and then she sat me and my sisters down and like told us like, so and so is this happened last night and we're gonna take their kids for a second. So
And it was similar to something that had happened in your
it's
dream.
what happened in my dream.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you tell anybody?
Yes. I was like, I knew this was gonna happen. I was like, I knew it. Like I knew it.
That's wild.
It was crazy.
Has that happened any other time for you?
There's been a couple other times that I just can't remember. Like kind of like
Did you ever think
brief.
about being a cop? Like a detective?
No.
Like a superhero?
I feel like I have a superhero complex. I like.
Do you?
I do.
You have main character syndrome?
Since no, since I was little, like I was like I always wanted to like save the world and be a little superhero. So like that's why cure the world's like my thing.
You literally have a power.
I know. It's great. And like when I was like a kid,
Do you ever predict good things?
like I have like visions. Like when I was a kid, I had this vision of like me on a stage. And this is like reoccurring, so this always happens. And like it's like me on a stage in like a sea of people, like literally like millions of people. And it's like white lights, and then like I'm like singing or doing something, and they're like cheering, and then like it closes up on all their faces and they're all like screaming and crying. And like it's hard to explain. Like it looks like they're having fun, but then it looks like they're like crying out for help or like getting all their shit out, like getting all their emotions out. So I feel like I've held on to that dream forever, like being like I'm gonna help all these people that are like they like need my help.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of tight. So I feel like I have a tiny superhero complex in my head.
Just in your head? Are you like a rescuer in real life?
I would. I've never got the opportunity.
No, I'm saying like in relationships. Are you that person?
Yes, unfortunately.
You are? You find
Maybe.
like
little strays.
little strays? Yeah?
Yeah, unfortunately. I don't know why I attract those types of people, but I mean, like, yeah, it's just people that are more broken, and like whether they come from broken families or broken, like, or I don't know. I mean, I think everyone's broken to an extent, but like I really just attract those ones that need help.
You like to fix them?
I don't want to do that anymore, but I don't like, okay, not that I like want to fix someone. I'd rather be with someone that's fixed and that we can like grow together.
Do you know your role if you're with somebody that's fixed?
I mean, obviously we will grow together. Like I have issues too. I'm not perfect, but I don't know what you mean by if my role.
Well, because I've been like, you tend to have certain role that you take in a relationship.
Yeah.
Some people are like the rescuers. Some people are avoidant. Some people are,
I feel like in all my relationships, I've been pretty like a rescuer.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if you're with someone who doesn't need to be rescued, do you know what your
I don't
role
know.
is?
I don't know what it would be.
Because then it's a whole different like, oh, what do I
think I would
do?
still try and help them, like be better. Like I think everyone can be better. So I don't know. Like not that I'm like taking notes and trying to like make somebody better, but like I don't know. I always strive to do something more, like be better. So when I'm with people, they usually want to be better because I'm always doing something that's like.
Well, because you're also extremely self-motivated.
Yeah.
And you're going and moving, and you're probably like me. We're like, yeah, well, let's go. Like you could be doing this and this.
Yeah,
and
I do that
and
all the time.
You can do that.
I always try to get the
hobbies. I don't want to do anything
career.
today. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Right.
We can't just sit here.
Yeah.
But there's so many things we could be doing or should be doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel
I'm the same way. So
I think we can end it there if you want.
Yeah. Is there anything else? Should we talk about the song more? No, we talked about the song enough.
We can talk about the song more if you want to.
You're releasing it after this?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what else to talk about the song with.
I mean, the song is sick.
Do you want to talk about your verse in the song?
We can.
Yeah, because I think your verse is intricate. Obviously, mine is like pretty on the nose, self-explanatory if you listen to it, and like, but you're rapping, so you have a lot of parts. Yeah. And I was editing, and I was like listening to your lyrics, and not that I wasn't listening when we made the song, but like obviously it's fast, and like didn't look at your lyrics. So when I was editing and I was typing them out, I was like, damn, this shit's actually like there was a lot of like metaphors you used I thought were really tight.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so I think it's sick.
I remember being in the room, and I remember everybody's like writing and doing their stuff, and like everybody's crushing it, and I was just like, fuck, dude. I was tired. And I was like, it's almost like I have like a party trick almost sometimes. Like I can get on the mic and I can write a verse in the
just freestyle.
Just right there.
Yeah.
Not like freestyle it, but like I'll figure it out. I'll figure out the cadence. I'll make and I can like do it. And I was like, I need to fucking prove my worth here, dude. I need to do something. Cause I don't know. I get like mad imposter syndrome of being like, why am I in this fucking room, dude? Everybody's better than me. Like, what am I doing? I mean, it's just a thing.
I feel.
So when I got in there, I was like, fuck, dude. Let me just try it. And then was like, thank God. Because I've like came up with most of that when I was in there. And I was like,
Yeah.
thank God, dude. Because I haven't like done that in a minute.
Oh.
And I was like, I need to do something right now. But there's a couple lines in there that I do think. That's the way I like to write lately too, is like get on the mic, mumble some shit, try and figure out what I want to say. Maybe not the exact way to say it, but what the crux of what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And then let me take it, and then I will fill in the blanks and make these lines more impactful or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's what I do.
But you do the same thing?
Yeah, I used to write lyrics first. When I first started writing music, it was like I'd write my lyrics and then find a melody for it. But that's
that sounds terrible.
Yeah, horrible. I didn't but I didn't know. I was so young.
Because then being like, I love, because dude, you get married to lyrics way more than you get married to a melody.
For sure. Oh. Actually, I don't know about that, because if there's a certain cadence and like a word doesn't fit,
that's
like
true.
So
that's
I'm like,
true.
fuck, like I'd have to like just change it. But I learned how to mumble because I was part of a collective and I was doing like hip hop, R&B, and I remember they put headphones on me, like put auto-tune on, cranked it up all the way, and they were like, sing, and I was like, no, I was like, not doing that, and they were like, just mumble, like this is how we write. He goes, you do not write lyrics first. He goes, mumble. He's like, just mumble for as long as you can over this beat, and I was like, okay, and I did, and words started to come out, and then that's how I learned. I was like 17 when I was learning how to
Dude, in some ways, that is the best way to do it, because you figure out the best way things sound, and then plugging in the lyrics afterwards, and then you can find the lyrics.
It's way better.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But sometimes with rap, sometimes it can be a little bit different, because even with rap, it's like I rap differently when I have auto-tune on. I'll do some like different shit, and sometimes I'm like, you have to turn it off, and I have to like, so it's like use my voice differently,
right,
and not have everything be melodic. Sometimes it needs to be more chopped, whatever the fuck. So there's like a lot of different ways, but I really do like being able to run it, because then you're like, okay, we have a song,
right,
and it's more inspiring instead of just sitting with a track and being like, yeah, I'm not fucking into this. I don't know how to get,
I feel that, like,
hype on it, but I appreciate it, because like I love the song, and I think it's really good. There's like a couple lines in there that I do. There's like I don't even remember the arsonist versus the optimist. I think that's like, I was like, that right there, that's cool as fuck.
Yeah, no, it was dope.
I was like, that's my thing. That could be, a part of a song. I always like want to have a part of a song or a verse that someone would like tattoo.
Oh, that's tight. That'd be a sick tattoo.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
so I always like think, I'm like, is there anything in here that's cool enough where you can imagine like having a tattoo or somebody making artwork based on?
Oh, I love that.
And if it's like, there's one thing, I'm like, cool, all right, then we can rock it.
Tight.
You know,
super sick. Someone got a Cure the World tattoo on their wrist.
The what?
Cure the World. My logo,
oh,
Cure the World on their wrist. I was like, no.
Is that the first one that you've had? Like first tattoo?
Some people got my signature, and I was like, y'all are crazy.
It's wild, right?
Yeah. It was amazing.
I have a dude has my face tattooed like on his arm or something.
Shut up.
It's crazy.
That's nuts.
It's not like me looking cool. It's me being like,
no
like,
way.
dude, you're fucking nuts.
Damn, that's crazy.
That shit to me is probably the most pressure. Like when someone gets a tattoo, I'm like,
yeah,
I can't ever fuck up.
Yeah, they're like, sign this, sign
what
this.
What if I fall off next? What if next year I make a horrible album or a bunch of really shitty songs? You're gonna be like, why'd I get this fucking tattoo?
Damn.
And I'm gonna feel bad, but yeah, I just can't think about it.
I feel that.
I know a guy that was like, if you think about your job, you'll lose your mind. You have to not think about it as much as possible.
That's crazy.
I was like, yeah, I think that for me is the case for sure.
I get that.
So, thanks for coming by.
Of course.
I'm stoked. I hope everybody, at least in my fan base that has not heard of you or doesn't know you yet, like checks you out and hears you on Safe House and then just dives down your complete discography, because it's incredible. And there's a lot of amazing music and music videos. And what's the young?
No,
not that one.
No.
We're not rocking that one.
You can.
Come on, dude.
It's out.
Yeah.
It's called Young Forever.
Young
I dressed
Forever.
up like an old lady. So if
great.
you guys want to see me dance in an old lady outfit. So
we've all had ideas that we're like, yeah, let's rock this. And then once we make it, I'm like, I knew it was a good idea and I know it is, but I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, honestly, it's funny. It was hilarious, but like I think it was more funny making it. And then I look at it and I'm like, please don't play that ever again.
Oh no, it's awesome. You gotta rock it.
That's funny.
Kehoe, thanks for coming through. Safe House is out now. Everywhere, go listen to it. The music video should be out by now.
Yeah.
As well, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
Cammy edited it and it's awesome. So catch her at Warped Tour, catch me at Warped Tour, and follow her. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. Peace. See you next week.